All right, welcome back, guys. Today's infrared sauna question is for Shally. This is on Corner Saunas, it looks like. It says, "Hi, Matt. I have Lyme disease. You probably have had many emails about that start out that way." Yes, I have. Most people don't know. I actually had a tick that the skin grew over in my thigh for almost a year. I was 24. Who knows if there's any retroactive viral load from that. But anyways, my husband and I are searching for the best low EMF saunas. We came across your reviews and we couldn't help but laugh at the amount of gadgets you were using to test these saunas. And when I say laugh, I don't mean that in a funny way. Totally impressed. Dude knows what he's doing. You rock. Thank you. I put a lot of effort into it, that's for sure. It's important for me to find out, what are the best products for me to use, and then I'm able to transfer that to you guys now. It didn't start out that way, but it's kind of cool. It will be my husband and I using the sauna. We feel like if we go with a little bigger unit, we'll be more comfortable and would be more apt to use it more often. I would 100% agree with that. It's hard to explain, but a lot of people look at it as, I don't want to spend an extra $1,000 or $2,000. But if the sauna's probably going to last longer than you're going to use this thing for more than 10 years, but let's just go 5 or 10 years out. If you were to take 10 years and divide that by the number of months and then divide that by the 2,000, I mean, you're literally talking about, a very small amount of money over the course of the years. It's laughable to me that people don't compare that to spending a little bit of extra money to get the limited model of a car or to get a new car or whatever, when this is like pennies on the dollar compared to that, but it can improve your health. I know cars can't get around without it, but still. So we were comparing the 3-person sauna for comfort and laying back. The 2 models we're most interested in, Radiant Health EC3H Elite, I think it's 4,300, Clearlight Premier IS3. So those are both corner units, 4,900. Are the EMFs the same in these 3-person saunas as reviews you did on the 2-persons? Yes. So I wasn't 100% sure of this, but I have my Radiant Health corner set up now in my home. Or I shouldn't say in my home, in my grandmother's cabin here in Maine. And it tests the same. Everything is the same. There's 2 things that I didn't expect. Full disclosure, on the inside of the corner unit where the door fits together with the other panels, there are 2 buckles inside that are visible. I usually don't like that, but that'd be my only gripe. I mean, it's just personal preference. Doesn't affect anything. It's not positive or negative. It's just, I wasn't expecting that because the slip latch system, the way the walls fit together on all the other saunas, are seamless. But I get it. The 45-degree angle is pretty difficult to lock everything in. It's very sturdy, well built, same build quality, amazing. Super comfortable, way, way, way more comfortable than just a 2-person. Most of it has to do, and this is not about any brand, not about just the Radiant Health or the Clearlight or whatever, but because you have 2 benches that come together on a 45, it's super comfortable if you're just in there by yourself or if you're with somebody, because for 2 reasons. One, you can put your feet up on the opposing bench and you can kind of create an angle, and there's enough room to where you can really stretch your legs out if you want to. And 2, when you're in there with somebody else, you're not constantly like this. You're not, because it sounds stupid to even mention that, but by the end of your sauna session, your neck is cranked, and it's been that way. And it's weird to have a conversation. Like, can you imagine if I did these videos and I was like this? So yeah, guys, today's sauna question is, that's how it is in the sauna with somebody in there if you don't turn and face them. And so it sounds silly to mention, but the difference is huge. If you're both sitting on the same plane or the same bench, to turn and speak to each other versus you're on a 45, so you're here facing this way and the other person is facing this way, you can just kind of like glance over at them. And it's not weird. There's no neck strain. And it's super comfy because that's the same angle that you can put your feet up on too if you want to do that by yourself or together or whatever. So for what you're asking, I would totally recommend the 3-person or the corner unit specifically. I really, really, really like mine. And yes, the EMFs are the same in those 2 models that you're asking about. No issues there. Being that these, or you go on to say that being that these are corner units, would you choose one over the other? Or would you not recommend a 3-person? Sorry, so many questions. Love your passion in your videos. Thank you for what you do. No, I think you're on the right track. I think what you've selected is awesome. The saunas are kind of spitting images of each other. I would personally get the Radiant Health because it's cheaper. I mean, you're going to get the same benefits and you save $700, $600. That's why they're at the top of the list. That's why the 2-person was the sauna of the year for 2020, because you get the exact same benefits for several $100s less. Build quality is the same. Warranty's good. EMFs are the same or less. Sauna works really well. Customer service is good. The people don't hound you like crazy. So some of the sauna companies that I don't recommend we won't name names, but it's one of the bigger ones. One of the reasons why I could never recommend them is because the salespeople are too aggressive. I mean, if you called one of my family members like that and just hounded them all day, every day, you're not going to get them to buy anything. And so it's just a bad experience. But no, both of these would be good choices. I think you'd be happy with either one. If it were me, I would go with the Radiant Health. Proof is in the pudding. I've got one sitting inside. I could get any sauna that I want at this point. That's what I would recommend. I think the it's EC3H. It's the 3-person corner unit from Radiant Health, but the 15 amp one. Be careful of that. I forgot about that. So some sauna companies, when you go to a 3-person or bigger, it's going to be a 20 amp circuit. So if you don't have that, you're going to have to hire an electrician and put a line in for that. The Radiant Health 3-person works just fine, and it will still work on a 15 amp circuit, standard house circuit. One thing to be mindful of, they'll probably tell you this if you call Radiant Health, but if you go to the certified sauna list or certifiedsaunas.com, you can see there might be a video on it, but if there's not, I'll just tell you here. What is it? The corner saunas, because the back walls are on a 45 and most of your heater surface is there, does take a little bit longer to heat up a corner sauna, and they don't get quite as intense as a rectangular sauna simply because of the nature of the angles. So in the front, there's more glass, and in the front, there's less heater surface area. So it's not as intense as, say, a rectangular 2-person sauna where you have gigantic heaters right next to your body on both sides and behind you. It's a little bit different, but I think it's worth it. I think the sacrifice to get something that's more comfortable, because it's exactly what you said. You'll use it more often. It's more comfy. For people that don't like being in closed spaces, this is a perfect option. You've got a complete glass door that you can see through floor to ceiling, and you've got 2 windows on either side. You can look out into the room, and the most wonderful thing about corner saunas to me is the way that they tuck into a corner in the room itself. Usually rectangular saunas really stick out. It's hard to integrate them into a spare bedroom and stuff because of how much they protrude into the room. But when you have a corner sauna, the 45 on the front face, as you can tell, it's kind of, I think it's becoming my most favorite sauna. I'm willing to sacrifice 5 or 10 minutes of preheat time or a little less intensity because I use the sauna at a less intense temperature now anyway, just to be more gentle on the body, and you sweat just as much. So it's quickly becoming one of my favorite saunas. But I have to mention this stuff almost in every video because not everybody knows that you can go and find all the videos on the YouTube channel, or go and get the coupon codes for your sauna discount on certifiedsaunas.com, or find like the direct 800 numbers to any of the sauna companies that I recommend, or see all the other videos of the individual EMF tests. So if you have questions about that, never trust a sauna company for EMF reports. You always want to see it on live video. You want to make sure that the whole sauna is tested, not just a heater taken out of the sauna, sent to a lab, and then you read some pretty report, and then all of a sudden they want you to give us, $5,000-$6,000. So that would be what I would recommend. I'd go with the Radiant Health Corner. Hopefully that helps. And is there anything else that I missed? I don't think so. If there is, just send me another email, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Have a great day, guys.